wintertime. You can have that wintertime, Aaron. We're in Madison today. I had to come to Madison, my old stomping ground, to pay child support, drop off a check. And so, yeah. And it's the first of the month. So let me figure out how to get this damn. I should have copied it earlier. Damn it. I have to copy the link. And I'm using separate phones. It's not going to let me do it from another phone. Damn it. There's got to be a way. Let's do that. And I got to text it to myself. Give me just a second. There we go. I fixed it. All right. So now I can copy this link and put it in the Discord. The things I do for you guys, you know. There's Spring. There's Ramish. How's everybody doing? All right. Boom. There's the link in Discord if you wish to join me. But, yeah, I'm here in Madison again. There's the market. There's the city hall. And the quiet little town. But anyway, everybody's here. That's right. Oh, that's steaming hot coffee. Well, it should be, right? That's how everybody's doing this morning or afternoon or evening, wherever you are. You're extra sleepy. Well, you should sleep then. I appreciate you, Locke. You just have me. You can have my soothing sound playing in the background while you rest. How's that sound? No, I can't do a poll when I do split screen. So all these limitations. Come on, YouTube. Got my coffee hat on. It's backwards for you guys. I don't think he is. Hello. How did she fall into the dog bowl? That is really blissfully unaware of your surroundings. If you're going to be a little kid just waking up, enjoying the day, and then run into a dog bowl. Oh, okay. How was your day, Random? There's so much to unpack in that story, Liz. When you said that, I assumed that she was like just running around the house, being joyful, and like fell into a dog bowl. But nope, she was on the potty and fell into the dog bowl. This is interesting. How are you gonna dissect that and make sense of it? Well, that's quite the way to start off your Sunday morning. Jeez. Never a dull moment. Never a dull moment. I guarantee it. Especially when they're that little. Well, there you heard it. Random's in Australia. He's in the future. He says, don't do much. Be lazy today. It's a 7 out of 10. You're moving to Georgia? Oh, thanks, Ramish. Cam? Well, Istanbul, aka Spring, wants to join the stream, and we have something to present to you guys as well. She sent me some documentation. She helps displaced people because of ISIS in northern Iraq. The Yazidis. They plastic. If this is too much for you, we're not going to get graphic. Everything's going good. Oh, dang it! Hold on. I gotta send Istanbul the link, but so she can join. Let's see. Dang it. Anyway, she helps displaced children in Iraq, and one of the things she wants to do to help the children that she teaches and do things with is they need a little help with getting a laptop for their class. So I'm working with her now. If you're new to the channel, she's in Turkey, and I just sent her the link so she can join in. She can explain a little bit more about it as well. But there she comes. We just get to see the wall. It's the mystery spring.
Sorry, I'm not ready to share my face. I'm sorry about it. It's not that I don't trust you. It's something else I will tell you later. So thank you for inviting me.
Of course.
It's an honor. It's a joy to be with you on live.
Well, as I was saying, she helps the Yazidis who are displaced because of ISIS and all their lovely tactics. And so if you do a super chat or something today, I will collect that money and I will send it to her so she can purchase a laptop for her class. And if you guys need any more information about that, I can post the stuff that she sent me into the Discord as well. But it's, I was in Iraq twice, back in 2004, 2007. And it wasn't ISIS, it was just Al Qaeda. But, there's a lot of things going on in the world. And to have somebody like that wants to step up and help others get an education and better themselves, I think that's honorable. And we should support something like that.
Thank you, Malcolm, for your kindness. I'm so touched. I can't even talk about it. Thank you so much.
Of course. We try to focus. This is good news as well, and that's one of the things we try to focus on this channel. It's just some good news, and you're doing good things, and we can help out by donating a little bit, and I'll add to the donation as well. So yeah, whatever super chats we get today, that's what'll happen to them.
Thank you so much. Yes, I teach these kids, although my English is not great, but it's still it's something. I teach them 6 hours a week on Zoom, and I also try to support them every way I can, because these people, they are mostly young people. They are living in a camp. It's not comfortable living in a tent,
right?
Because their previous homes were destroyed in 2014, and so these people are really in dire straits, bad conditions. I think you can say that. So
right.
I feel it is nice for me to not to be indifferent, to help them, to support them in a way that I can, within my power, within my skills.
Right.
I think that is nice, and it means something. There was this saying, everybody, if I can remember it correctly, everybody anyone cannot do everything, but everybody can do something.
Right. Exactly. Yep.
I don't know if I said it correctly, but
You said
what
it well enough. We know what you're talking about.
So please help.
Yeah. Any
Please
super chats or
support
any
me.
donations you want to give today, like I
Yeah.
said, we're going to collect those and help some children, displaced people to get tools they need to further their education. And one of those things would be a simple laptop, a Chromebook or something like that. They can log onto the internet and they can look up things and research stuff. We take a lot of that stuff for granted here in the United States. Being able just to log on the internet anytime you want, and gather any information that you want anytime. It's like what they call it. It's like wallpaper or static. It's there, but you got so used to it, you don't recognize it anymore for its significance. But yeah, when you're talking about people in these other countries that have been displaced because terror groups and things like that, they don't have those luxuries, and so yeah, we can help out a little bit. I think that'd be a good thing. Oh. And if I could send them coffee, I would do that, but I can't. I don't know if I'm sure they're not too concerned about coffee, though.
I think they prefer
Tea.
tea, yes, like us, because
Yeah.
cheaper, and I like it. I like it more than coffee.
Right. Do you do the like all the spices in your tea?
No, I just like black tea. I don't like too much flavor, with my tea.
Well, I know they have chai and other things where they add all these different spices into the tea.
Yes, it's more like that in China, maybe in Asia, in other parts of Asia. But I like it black, classical black tea.
Okay.
I don't like herbal teas.
Okay. And I like black coffee. So there, we're getting along with all kinds of stuff.
But I would like to share, something. When I was in Greece in summer, I was out in a cafe, and I asked for a tea. Normally they drink in Greece. They drink coffee more than and they
Right.
have this Greek coffee. They call it frappe. Anyway, so I don't like frappe. So I asked for a coffee, for a tea, and they said, "Why tea? Are you not feeling well?"
A misconception.
Yeah, some people just drink tea when they are not, when they are under the weather or something like that.
Right. Well, I could see that being the case. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. I think I can leave. If there aren't any questions, I can leave the live now and let the other, members join your live.
Yeah. And I'll mention it again here in a little bit.
Thank you for inviting me, Malcolm.
You're welcome.
Bye for now.
Bye for now. Any of you other guys want to jump in, the Discord links there as well. But I don't know. What is National Day today? Let's look at some other little stuff. What's going on today? And Liz says she's moving to Georgia. And Brunswick, Georgia. You going there? You got a hotel, you said? Let's see what today brings for us. Oh, National Game Show Day. Love National Game Show Day. I'm a sucker for some game shows. The classic ones anyway. I've told you guys that plenty of times before. Family Feud's my favorite. Liz, it's National Nail Polish Day. and hazelnut cake. Pen pal day. Does anybody have a pen pal anymore? There you go. Man, there's all kinds of stuff today. National Go Barefoot Day. That's not going to happen for me. And National Heimlich Maneuver Day. There was a comedian that talked about that. The Heimlich Maneuver. Uh-oh, here comes Terry. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Terry. Viewer discretion is advised.
Yeah, it is now. You got me in the bathroom, son. You didn't give me a
What?
heads up.
You could have waited till you got out. Are you really in the restroom?
Yeah. I wouldn't lie, brother, would I?
Well, at least you're honest.
Hi.
Well, there's Terry at some random truck stop.
It ain't a random truck stop. I'm not in Australia.
Okay. No, ha ha ha. I get it now. I'm a little slow. I haven't had my coffee yet. I'm just now sipping it.
Where we at today?
We're in Madison today. I had to run an errand this morning. Had to pay my child support.
Tell everybody. What's up, Ramish? Ramish and Liz and Spring.
Hey. Yeah, everybody's here this morning.
Except for me. See, Malcolm, he does these lives like he does the chat.
Oh, yeah?
Okay. He don't read them. He don't notify you about them. You just
that is a
see
lie.
something pop up and say, "Hey, go live." Oh,
I scheduled it last night. I scheduled it for this morning.
For me and you?
Yeah, no, not for joint, but for the whole stream.
Then. All right, then.
I think I'm gonna start doing the Sunday screen sharing on Sundays.
Oh Lord, that might cost you.
It may. I may get a random person doing some stuff that shuts down my channel, but they'd have to know the Discord and go through all those steps. Most trolls won't.
Yeah, we would have to put them through our 9 steps of verification.
It's only 9 now?
10. It just went up 1 because you questioned it.
There you go. See, that's it.
I'll be normal in a minute. And yes, Ramish, I do carry my headphones everywhere. Thank you very much.
Yeah, every truck driver I see has a headset just like Terry's. Because they have to go hands free. They can't hold anything. And that thing you're wearing, the battery lasts all day, right?
Yeah, it's called a Patriot headset. Let me show you. See, there's my dirty towels.
Oh, so you actually washed up. Look at you.
Look at me. I got clothes on. Look, I have a
nice.
toilet.
Thanks for sharing.
Hold on. I got a cubby hole. And then
those truck stops have come a long way, huh?
Look. The pilot's got the best. That head right there, that shower head. Oh my God. It's amazing. Hold on. I got to go to yon coffee pot here. Hold on.
Did you see Ramish's comment?
Clean that. Oh, that's a clean toilet. Most of them are kind of clean, to be quite honest with you.
Oh, wow, that's a clean toilet.
Opposed to, wow, that's a dirty, nasty, gross toilet. Is that what he's talking about?
I don't know. Maybe he's in contrast to what he's used to seeing.
Oh, yeah. I can't find nowhere that's good in here. I've been in my truck too long, man. I gotta get out of that truck every once in a while.
Get the funk, let the air out.
Well, just you go more nuts than I already am.
Yeah.
I keep the Glack in my Stretchy Bridges, but I left them in the truck.
Somebody, a random. I was talking about that little Amazon thing I put together, Amazon storefront.
Yeah.
And he said, I'm not going to look at it unless you put a link to Terry's Stretchy Bridges. So.
Yeah. JB said he's always dirty and nasty.
Yeah, he is. That does not surprise me.
I came for the Stretchy Bridges. I'm trying to get caught up here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey,
See,
trust me, I give
he gives
Malcolm a
me a
hard
hard time
time.
about reading the text. He gives me a hard time about reading the chat, but he has a hard time keeping up with it as well.
Yeah. This is funny. The Stretchy Bridges story.
Uh-oh.
So there was this girl, I had to watch girls. Anyway, she was on there. She had a funny hat on. It was fun. She's doing yard work or whatever. And she had Stretchy Bridges.
Okay.
So we were talking, and she's talking about, oh, I'm Crocodile Dundee, or I'm gonna do the Ark of the Covenant or whatever the thing. And I said, don't forget your
Indiana
whip.
Jones.
Yeah, Indiana Jones, that guy. Don't forget your whip. Oh yeah, I won't forget my whip. And I said, and don't wear those stretchy britches. That stopped her in her tracks. She said, don't wear my stretchy britches. Are you from the UK?
Nope, North Carolina.
No, just hillbilly. I'm redneck hillbilly, more hillbilly than redneck.
There you go.
I came for the man boob. Now take it off. Oh, Johnny really worries me.
He's feisty on Sundays.
I think he's coming. He's puffing up on the Zaza.
Maybe so. Maybe so.
Hey, Ramish, I can read a single comment. I just can't read multiple comments. Thank you very much.
That's it. Damn it.
And I got a little phone. Malcolm's got a huge freaking screen. Well, he don't today though. I'm sorry. I take it back. He's out and about today.
Yep. We're at my old stomping ground here at the coffee shop in town that I used to stream from. The Sinclair.
Were you out? Were you out doing the nasty last night or something?
No. I go to bed at like 10 o'clock every night, like clockwork. Just
Yeah.
10 o'clock, and I'm like, yep, time to go to bed.
The funny part is I laid around. When you're on a 34 hours seems minuscule, really, if you got stuff to do.
Well,
When you're in a truck and you can't move, you can't go anywhere. That's why I
yeah.
like to have a truck stop that's decent. This one don't have a lot of stuff. I don't mean not to eat, but the place to go in, sit down, get out of the truck,
Yeah,
walk around.
exactly. I'm surprised they don't have little dog parks and stuff like that around truck stops, because I used to see truckers and they would have their little pet dogs with them and stuff like that.
Well, some of them do. I know the Loves do.
Okay.
But
Not Bucky's. You don't go to Bucky's, do you?
they won't allow truckers.
Ah.
So you can't even park a truck near there really.
I know. Those places are insane.
I've been there. I love Bucky. Man, if we could go to Bucky, but you know what? It's all because these nasty truck drivers will
Ruin it.
poop and pee everywhere. They'll empty if they have a jug they have to for special occasions. They'll empty. I've walked in truck stops that just smell like urine. Dude, it's nuts. Bags of oh yeah, it's nasty.
Gosh.
People are freaking nasty.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, you're right. They would ruin a good thing. But the Bucky's, and we've talked about that before. This place is like a Cracker Barrel on crack. It's insane with gas pumps.
Yeah, I've eaten a couple of their sandwiches. They're pretty good.
I know. Anyway, that place is just insane.
Yeah, I don't see how. I mean,
I think Ramish's head would literally explode and cause a mess if he walked into a Bucky's.
If Ramish walked into a normal old gas station, it would explode. They don't have that kind of stuff there.
I know. He had a little. I was trying to get him to do a little video clip, and this little convenience store type thing he has in his little town there. Guy shut down shop and moved away, so he couldn't do the clip.
Really?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yep.
That is hilarious. Yeah, we're just ignoring y'all, Ramish, and having our own little conversation. That's all we're doing.
Yep. Just talking to Ramish. But anyway, were you here a minute ago when Istanbul was on?
No.
Okay.
She's doing I saw her on there, but
we'll cover it in a minute. I'll say it. She's doing a fundraiser for some displaced kids where she lives. Yeah.
It's good. They're doing good things.
Yeah. So if you're joining us and you want to throw something in the super chat, everything donated today is going to go to the kids that she's helping. And she's
I
over
guess.
in Turkey, so yeah, which is
Yes,
close to Iraq, and that's part of the situation. But anyway,
exactly. They got a little turmoil going on. Well, a big turmoil over there, but
it's all over the place. It's not just the one place everybody's freaking out about.
no, it's everywhere.
It's all over there. It's just like, and it
Yeah,
doesn't bother them. It's like commonplace for the people that live in that area, you know?
yeah, but what you don't see, you don't see the stuff that she sees. You don't see the kids and the families being broke apart and that kind of stuff.
Living in camp cities and tents and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, I'm telling you, I follow a little family in Iran.
Okay.
They live in the Zargos Mountains, Zargos, Zargos Mountains,
Wow.
and if you see these guys and ladies, they make everything from scratch. They go up in the mountains and get firewood. They don't have heat. They've got a little bit of
Electricity.
electricity,
Oh, just a little bit.
but they sleep on the floor. They've got, it's a nice outer shell of a house, but inside is just, they don't have
Bare bone.
cabinets. Yeah. They don't have the conveniences we have. And
Right.
and they're so happy. They just
That is
seem so,
ironic too.
yeah.
They're
But I
not
like
plagued
watching.
by the stresses that we complain about.
No. You know what? We would last about 30 seconds over there living in that.
Right. Well,
Yeah, Spring, the Zargos Mountains. This little family I follow. I know his name is Muhammad. His mother is, I think, 65 or 66, and she works hard. They live with their kid, their family. The whole family basically lives in there. But there's
you got
no
to send me
men.
the link. You got to send me the link. I like to check it out.
Yeah, I'll check it out. I'll do it for you.
But it kind of reminds me of that show that I mentioned a while back called The Kindness Diaries. And this guy travels around the world, literally travels around the world on the sole survival of strangers. So he starts off with a tank of gas in his motorcycle that he's using to travel around the world. At every place he stops, he films, he tries to get the place to stay. And it's ironic that the poorest people in the area, that everywhere he goes, those are the ones that take him in and like feed him and introduce him to the town and show kindness to him and anything like that. It's always the poorest people. And at the end of every episode, he rewards that family. They don't know. And of course, there's a little family, there's a camera crew, obviously, but he'll do something for them that basically changes their lives. It's very inspirational. It kind of, gives you some hope and humanity type thing. But when they went through India and stuff like that, a couple other places, it was just, it's kind of shocking,
Right.
what they see and do.
You know what, Johnny? I see what you said about we have displaced families and kids as well.
Yeah.
But you know what? Here's the difference. Our government, well, I ain't even gonna say this is totally true, but our government is not out to take everything that people make and have and
They strip them of everything
yeah,
and put them in tent cities.
Oppress them to the point that they won't say anything, that they have to be dependent on the government. I promise you, I've seen, and I know Malcolm has seen some third world countries out there it's horrific. You would not, I mean, the worst, nastiest city here in America, you would not even, it wouldn't even hold a candle. It would be like a 5-star dining facility,
Yeah.
over there.
Yeah.
And,
Hey, baby
it's so,
blue.
yeah, hi, Blue. It's so terrible. It's so terrible. But you know what? I do feel sorry for the folks that, here in America that, we
Fall on
don't,
hard times and stuff
they
too.
fall on hard times and you can't get assistance. It's terrible. Yeah. And like Spring said, that, people come in and they've got a family one day and the next day they're in a concentration camp and their family's not there,
Yeah,
or
it's pretty messed
whatever.
up.
Yeah. So
And I've
there's
made
a
that
big
argument too.
difference.
It's like the people who gripe and complain in first world countries, not just the United States, but in Europe, things like that,
Sure.
just need to volunteer for the Peace Corps for a couple of months. They'll take you down there, you help out some village for a couple of months, and you'll come back and be glad that you can put ice in your drink.
Oh yeah. That's not,
you can trust the water that's coming out of the faucet.
that's not brown and fuzzy. You know, ice that's not brown and fuzzy or whatever. You
Yeah.
know, or even, you know, there's the Catholics. I know all the different religions. They have mission trips. Go
Yeah.
volunteer for a mission trip. You'll see
Some
firsthand what's going on.
right. And if you're not religious, Peace Corps, just go there.
Well, thanks for coming in, Baby Blue. You've been up all night, I bet you, with up there in the old up there in the old Ken Trucker world. He gets up way too early. I catch him on occasion, but yeah, old Ken gets up way early. He's
Oh yeah.
over in the yeah he's over in the West Coast. He's over in Phoenix area, so
Mm.
he's a good dude.
I spent all that time yesterday or day before yesterday, Friday, putting in that dog door. He will use the dog door to come inside, but he will not use it to go outside. So this morning he comes and wakes me up whimpering. He's got to go to the bathroom. I walk to the door and I'm like, go through the door. I'm like holding the flap open. And he just stares at me like, what do you want me to do with that?
Now I told Malcolm yesterday that he needs to demonstrate this,
I'll climb through it myself.
climb through it himself, and he said, "No way." I think you should. What do you think, folks? I think you should.
That's it.
He needs to make a video of him climbing through that door. What you think? Robert's a big baby. That's what I told him. Robert,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
he will eat the human man alive, but he's just a big baby. And
Oh yeah.
he's been through a lot with his medicines and his heartworms and stuff. So yeah. See, Spring even agrees. We need to have a video of Malcolm going through the door. Hey,
You love
what if
that.
he gets caught? It gets stuck. Oh
Well,
no!
if I do it live, I'll have you guys to call 911 for me.
Can you get this man out of a doggy door? His rumpus won't fit through the doggy door.
I think my
Now,
shoulders would fit through it.
my shoulders are bigger than my rumpus, so yeah, I don't know about that, but yeah, it'll. I'm just a. I'm trying to. I've cut out mostly sodas. I'll drink an occasional Dr. Pepper. You know, that's our favorite. But anyway, uh, drinking mostly water. Uh, got to shed a few pounds here. I don't. You start getting upwards. 250 is one thing, but you get up above that, it gets a little on the heavy side. I know
Yeah.
all y'all like that big burly stretchy britches wearing, but no, it ain't good for the soul. Nope, ain't good for the soul at all. And I didn't have time to get my ducks and my little car and stuff to drive on here, and none of that stuff. Malcolm just throws random stuff. Says, "Hey, come on," and I'm half naked in the shower, and I'm coming on, and I was. I did my duty.
Got online. Not
Oh
afraid.
goodness.
At least you didn't just show us the wall like Istanbul did. She
Oh,
just
did she? Yeah.
she never shows her face. She just, it would be funny if she would set her camera up to where it would show her shadow on the wall.
Oh no, we can't have that. That would be too much. That would be too much.
Just have her shadow, and she could do shadow
Well,
puppets and stuff.
I know she's not from Turkey. I don't think she's from Turkey. She's from elsewhere. Isn't she from? Where are you from originally? Istanbul or Spring, if you don't mind? I can't remember.
Yeah, where did you grow up? I can't remember that either.
But you know, the ladies over in Iran and yeah. Oh, you're from Turkey. I didn't think you're raised or born in Turkey.
Oh, I didn't even
And
consider where she was.
anyway,
Yeah,
them Turkish women are pretty. They're pretty. They're pretty. That's she's probably
Purdy.
yeah, she's pretty.
Hey, Nicole, how's it going?
Look at me, Nicole. Look at me. I'm pretty. Oh no, we're talking about Turkish women being pretty. See, I forgot.
We're not talking about
That's
Terry
right,
being pretty.
Kurdish. She's Kurdish, born in Turkey. Okay. Well, she's pretty, Malcolm. That's what it is. She's too pretty for us.
That's what it is.
Yeah, she's too pretty for us. But you know what? In the situation over there, I wouldn't show my face either.
So I'm saying, just your shadow on the
I
wall.
wouldn't even be on here talking to you morons. What are you talking about?
You get too many secrets.
Yeah, I got too many secrets. So, Ramish has got the eyeballs looking. I know what he's thinking. Ramish is a lot like us. He surely is.
Yeah.
He is. But I did know one thing though. I watched Nicole and her husband play some pool the other
Yeah.
night, and son, he's countrier than I am. He's got one. He makes 3 syllables out of 2 syllable words. I'm telling you. And
She's in North Carolina too, I think.
yeah, they're around. I think around Fayetteville area or something. So yeah, but they a different breed down there. I'm from the hillbillies. I'm from the mountains of North Carolina originally. So yeah.
We
Oh,
wouldn't. I'm not calling you names, Johnny B.
no, you're not an idiot nor a moron. We just don't like you.
Maybe a
I'm
little
joking.
cuckoo, but
We love everybody, Johnny. Everybody that puts up with my nonsense and Malcolm's nonsense and your nonsense and Ramish's nonsense and Wesley's nonsense and of course Random's nonsense and everybody else in between. We can't throw shade on nobody.
right. Be calling the kettle black, that type of thing.
Oh, Spring is here to offer her guidance or assistance. See there, that's what she just said.
There you go. You just got to just turn to her. She'll listen to your problems.
You won't get to show her face, and you might not hear from her.
Maybe
But
like
you
a
might.
confessional. Maybe like a confessional in church. You go in the booth, you can't see the priest.
Oh no. We don't have to call her Father Spring, do we?
He still has, and Johnny still hasn't seen the Stretchy Bridges yet.
All
Still,
right. There you go.
we could have done without that.
See him? See him? Look at him legs.
No
All right,
shame, Terry.
that's enough. I just got shorts on, son. I'm in a public place right at the moment.
Oh, okay. See,
Now,
you got him all excited.
if you ever see this phone tilt in my truck, you better turn it off.
Oh,
Just delete the string.
are you the one that drives in the underwear and wears a t-shirt?
Oh God. No.
Remember all those videos of people being on Zoom meetings during COVID, and they'd be wearing like a shirt tie, but when they got up, it was their boxers or something like that.
Yeah. Speaking of ties, uh, me and that guy over there on that side over there, that guy over there, that him, Malcolm dude, we were talking about back in the day about bagging groceries at stores, at
Oh yeah,
grocery
yeah.
stores. And I was telling him we know of a mutual little grocery store. It used to be little, it ain't so little no more. It's called Ingles, Ingles, I think, Ingles Markets or whatever. And I remember back when I was going to school, they would let you wear blue jeans and stuff, but you'd have to have a button-up shirt and a tie on. Yeah, you would.
That was
So,
fancy.
yeah, nowadays you don't even get nobody to bag your groceries much.
Well, Ramish said that was a clean toilet and that you have some clean shaped legs. So
Yeah. Well, they're not. No, that's called I have white legs, and you can't see the little bit of hair. I ain't one of them hairy mammoths like Ramish is over in India.
oh yeah,
No, I
you,
don't.
you don't have the Robin Williams look.
I don't have the hair coming out of your shirt. Remember those back in the day?
Oh, yeah.
People be yeah, yeah,
Or leave a couple buttons undone so they can show off the hairy chest.
yeah. Wesley, we still have a
That's the grocery store that I worked at as a teenager. Piggly
Piggly
Wiggly.
Wig. We still have a few I see,
Yeah,
but
they're
I've
out there.
noticed them mostly now. A lot of them in the Northeast, Pennsylvania. I've seen a few and such.
Okay.
Uh oh, Ramish has a clean face, huh?
I bet he
Uh
does.
oh no. You're wrong, Ramish. Not the hairy chest. It is the ability to grow yon beard is the most dignified.
And the most way to show you're powerful.
Unless you're Malcolm.
Oh yeah,
He's got
and then you
that
shave it
big.
off.
I tell you what, I'm fixing to shave this off. It gets all wonky and stuff. I don't. Nah.
Yeah, I just got. I had it for about a year, and I was like,
I'm coming up on about a year, and I got tired of the long part. Now yeah, it's aggravating.
we'll have a face reveal for Terry one day.
Oh no, be afraid. Be very, very afraid. And be Oh yeah, he had a very nice beard. And see, Wesley don't like it either. You know, I think he had to did some wig whacking on his too, didn't he?
I don't know. I don't think I've seen Wesley. I have. That's right. I've seen a picture of him and his wife.
I got him on Facebook. You don't have Facebook, do you? You don't go on Facebook?
I
No.
deleted that 6 years ago, almost 7 years ago now.
Yeah. You know what? Yeah, I know. Malcolm looks much younger.
Yeah, just
I
shows off
look a little bit.
my fatty chin now.
You gobbler. That's called a gobbler.
Oh yeah, the gobbler thing. Yeah, I got it going on.
That's all right. Wait till you get on my age.
Oh yeah, I know.
You got several gobblers.
Yeah,
You
you
got
got several of them.
gobblers in all the wrong places.
Just
Hey, look, who's that random guy sitting over there in the corner drinking coffee, talking to his cell phone?
yeah, right.
Well,
I
I'm
don't
in
care.
this.
People
I'm
are
in a.
talking to their phones all the time now.
Oh yeah, I'm in a little trucker's lounge. It's got about 5 or 6 seats. It ain't too. And they always got a TV that you can't watch
Can't
nothing
watch
good on.
anything. Yeah. What do they normally put it on? Like some home improvement site or some crap?
I think it's on something cartoons or something now. I don't know. Yeah, I know. Wes's wife has Facebook.
Yeah.
You know,
I
I started Facebook back when we went to North Carolina to take care of my dad before he passed, just to kind of connect.
yeah.
You know, I think every day I said, you know, if I didn't have this channel and a few others, I wouldn't have no use for social media.
Right.
Be honest with you.
Put yours on ASMR. Your picture.
No,
Just a constant.
yeah, it's the Malcolm ASMR. Don't get it twisted.
Right.
Yeah,
What was I? Hey, I forgot what I was going to say now. Damn it. That's another
Johnny.
thing.
Johnny's always sending pictures of rocks and stuff, rocks and frogs,
You made those songs
and
with
yeah,
the app.
and squirt
Those were
guns.
hilarious. How AI makes songs. That's too damn funny.
Them are all squirt guns. They ain't America. Them are all squirt guns he's made. Don't
Right.
get it. Don't get him wrong.
How many of your toys were actually made in the United States, Johnny?
Uh-oh.
Uh,
You just blew his mind now.
he's gonna say probably he'll say like 75% or something like that.
That's what
Okay.
he'll say. But you know, you never know these days.
Right.
It might. What do they have to have? Over half? No, it just has to be assembled in the U.S. Is that how it goes?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The one I got was made here in Georgia or assembled in Georgia.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Better watch it.
Got the Larry pet frog. I wanted to do that song thing. There's another app you can use that changes your voice with auto tune, so you sound like a pop singer or whatever you want to sing. It'll make you sound good when you sing.
You know, I was listening to a singer the other day. They're talking about the auto tuners, and
Mm-hmm.
you know,
That's what it is now.
a lot of those, even in concerts, they'll have
Oh yeah, yeah,
the
yeah.
auto tuners and stuff.
Right.
Larry's
There's
here. What's up, Larry? Larry the pet frog. I think that has something to do with JB. I wouldn't be for sure, but something tells me Larry.
that's a fire alarm, Ramish. The
Above
red
my
thing above
head.
your head.
Yeah, if it
Yeah.
starts flashing, you're gonna see me running.
Right.
You'll be able. Yeah, it's a fire alarm, brother. I can show you around here, I guess. Oh,
Oh,
there's
there's
my
the leg
leg again.
again.
There's my stool. No, that's a table that I was using for a stool. There's a big TV that don't work. We could send it to Ramish,
There you go.
but the Indian consulate would have it like he's got his look, a trash receptacle. Look, Ramish, we throw our trash. It even tells you how to do it. Look, and you open. Whee! It's got a swingy door, and then you got this little place.
That's a nice little lounge.
Yeah, but But look where the TV, the one working TV,
And it's playing cartoons.
Nickelodeon, but it's right here.
You can't sit and watch it.
If there's a little place where you can eat. Somebody left their jacket. You know, a little place where you can eat, but there ain't no chairs. See?
Just sit
No
on the
chairs.
floor.
I could. That'd be funny. Terry, who gave the signs on trash, but yeah, no kidding.
In the
You
big
know,
city. In
you
big
know what?
cities. That
And the funny thing, oh, I forgot to show you. I forgot to show you the fire alarm. There's the fire alarm. See, it says fire.
we got to give Ramish all the education we can have.
And there's if the power goes out, that's emergency lights. And look up there. Oh, I probably
That's the camera
blinded
watching
everybody.
you.
Yeah. Everybody say hi. That's the eye in the sky.
Man, always watching you.
So there it is. A fur alarm. No, it ain't a fur alarm, Larry. Jeez. That's only in pet friendly places. Well, I guess this is a pet friendly. A fur alarm?
Yeah. That's what Robert needs.
A ribbit alarm. Okay. I don't know if it's a ribbit alarm or not. Leave Ramish alone. Well, he's inquisitive.
You know how they say it takes a village to raise a kid or something like that? It would take a village to bring Ramish to the United States. He would be just awestruck at every little thing.
I tell you what, it'd be neat. I wouldn't mind having him up here with us.
Yeah,
That would be fun. I wish we could. I'd like to have all of our friends come up, but you know what? I'd like to, honestly, to be quite honest with you, I would like to go over to Iran to where the little folks live and hang out with them a couple days. But I can imagine you can get to a big city in Iran, but God knows.
You'd have to ride a donkey out there.
I would ride a donkey, but we're a lot whiter than they are, so they
Take
would know.
Donkey Deluxe to get you there.
No, they know. They know who we are. You know. You remember when we went places overseas? They told us not to look American. That come on
right.
now.
But how you gonna not look American?
How you gonna not look American? If we can spot non-Americans, or not really non-Americans, but other countries,
the local people folks, there,
we sound out like a sore thumb.
Oh yeah, big time. Yeah. Might as well have a flashing neon sign on your head.
I just wore my cowboy hat and kept on going.
Yeah.
Who is Larry the pet fraud? Johnny has just time, Larry. No, Nicole, I'm not an owner operator. I got into the business too late. I've only been driving about 7 to 8 years. I can't remember exactly. But no, I
go to Greenland. There's nothing there. What would you?
Yeah. Well, cold.
Unless that's the whole point, to get away from everybody.
No, I'm just a lowly company driver. But you know what? In these conditions, I've talked to a lot of owner operators, have been owner operators for years. And just because they have stashed back some money, they're not, the freight prices are not good.
And they got to fight for every load they get.
Yeah. You got to try to get a load out, but you got to try to get a load back, or you're paying your gas bill for free, or yourself, not for free, but you're paying you're not getting any help. And you don't get 100% of your fuel. I mean, sometimes you might, if you get a good deal.
Oh yeah.
But there's so many out here that are fighting these low,
and they'll undercut you.
Oh, I promise.
Yeah.
Especially if you're doing it yourself. So no, I'm kind of glad. I mean, they used to make good money, but now they're struggling to keep their truck alive.
Yeah.
And then you got your
you might as well just be part of a company, get health insurance, stuff like that.
Yeah. You're getting all, getting your truck. I mean, you get a flat tire, that's $1,000. Usually a tire, well, of course, I'm sure the companies pay a little less than that. But
Damn,
one tire is $1,000.
damn. Now, does that
They'll,
include them coming out where you had the flat and everything too?
oh no.
That's
They'll
just for the tire itself.
they'll tack on probably $500 more on that. Depends on how far it is. If it's not on a weekend or holiday or after hours,
Jeez. If it's not during banker hours, then, right?
pretty much.
Good gosh, $1,000.
Oh, it's crazy out here. Well, look at if you ever go to a shop anymore, even a maintenance shop anywhere, they usually have to put their labor cost up there.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Oh, yeah.
And if you go in a car shop, it's about double. It's probably a couple $100, if not more, an hour labor in a big truck shop.
I'm just like, I could buy a secondhand truck for that.
Oh yeah,
Get him a rickshaw and he go out there running around.
yeah, one tire. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It was like when I was telling you about my computer business and trying to do things on my own as a owner of my own business. And you got places like Best Buy that had their Geek Squad, right? And they would charge hundreds of dollars. They would charge like $175 to just come knock on your door before they did anything. And people still called them. And I'm like right down the street. And it just puzzled me. It's like,
Mm-hmm. You know, it's got so bad now that if you call in you call in an after hours call, you may or may not get a service out there that day. I mean,
you're sleeping on the side of the road.
you may be sitting, depending on what it is. Yep.
Damn.
Wesley said his coffee's ready and mama's up. Uh-oh, watch out.
I had to take, we had a training exercise up in Iowa, Des Moines, Iowa. And the guy I was with, we had to take a 10-passenger van because the equipment we were carrying couldn't go on the plane. Secret stuff. But anyway, so it was us two, and we had to drive all the way up there by ourselves. And he used to be a trucker. He would not let me touch the wheel. He drove the whole damn time.
Oh, that's funny.
And but it was a blast. You know, he knew where all the stops were, and he could he's telling me all these different stories about him being out on the road, things like that. And then on the way back, we took a detour, went into Chicago, and that's where I got to go up the Willis Tower and look on the lookout observatory platform,
Oh,
whatever
yeah.
they call it, where they have that bubble sticking out of the building itself, and you feel like you're jumping out the window. It's crazy.
That's a brand of coffee, Folgers, Ramish.
Yep.
We got all kind of brands of coffee.
Oh yeah.
I've never had black silk. They say it's good. I drink whatever is available.
I'll have some higher end coffee beans at home, but when I'm at work, I just have a can of Folgers, and I just make it that way.
I had some Blue Mountain coffee I got from Jamaica. It was pretty good.
Nice.
It was pretty good, but
Well, this hat is from Mr. Bill's Beans. He's a veteran, and he roasts he's got a roaster, and he's retired, and he
that's cool.
he roasts coffee beans and sells them there in the area.
Local?
Yep. Just a local guy gets his beans, roasts them, and sells them by the bag.
You know what? I had some coffee from Black Rifle. I had a
That
Christmas
shit is
blend.
crazy.
I didn't like it.
That shit is. I swear they put something else in that coffee.
I didn't care for it.
Yeah. This one guy was like, "You got to try this Black Rifle coffee," and I was like, "All right, whatever." It tasted like seriously strong.
Oh, yeah, it was gross to me.
Man, I felt weird afterwards, and I drink coffee all the time.
Yeah, I don't know what it was.
Let me go get a refill, and Terry will entertain you for the next 2 minutes. I'll be right back.
Yeah. La, 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 la. I think I have spring. I don't know for sure. I'm pretty sure, but I will. If I haven't, I will, though. I need to. Malcolm's in a ghost town, and I'm in a whatever this is I'm in. Oh, yeah, truck stop. Yeah, I will. I'll for sure will spring. we might get a random voice or a random shadow, so we'll know who Spring is. We miss you when you're not on here, Spring. We really do. I am in Illinois. And I'm doing what's called a 34-hour reset at the end of my 70-hour driving clock, or not really a 70-hour driving clock. It's a 70-hour work clock. I have to have 34 consecutive hours off. So I'm currently there on a 34-hour reset, and then tomorrow morning early I'll be picking up my load, which I've already got ready. I've already got the trailer ready, and I'm headed to Ohio.
Fun stuff.
Yeah.
Now, Random, he's asleep now. He said he's not going to stay on. That's why he's not chatting now. He said it was cold and winter is in full effect down there where he is. Told him he could have it.
You know, that's crazy.
Yeah, I don't care for wintertime.
Yeah, it was. This is hilarious. It was 44 degrees here in Illinois last night.
I know, and it's June. That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean,
It was 60 degrees this morning here.
60?
60 here in Georgia
That's
this morning.
cool. That's cool for Georgia.
Oh yeah.
Of course, here I come bouncing out of the truck, getting ready to get a shower, and well, I froze to death. Of course, you know, I've been in, you know, spent 3 or 4 days in Vegas week before last week, whenever it was.
Yeah.
And I came back and it ain't warmed up a lot.
Was it warm in Vegas?
Between 98 and I hit 100 degrees that Thursday we were there. Yeah, it was hot. Felt like a hairdryer blowing on you. What little bit of wind there is.
They've shown some aerial footage of Vegas over the years and how it's grown.
Yeah.
And the water reservoir that they use is like can't handle the population anymore. I mean, you're out in the damn desert, you know?
Yeah, I don't know where they pump it in from. Maybe the Colorado River is not too far from there.
It may be. I don't know. But there's some story about how the city's outgrown their water supply, basically. So they're like, yeah. But a lot of them have they don't have sod in their yards. They have rocks. I remember when I was, where did I go? I wasn't in Arizona. I've been over so many places, but a lot of when you went through the town, every yard was just like rocks, just gravel, basically.
Yep. That's why it was in El Paso.
You couldn't grow grass. And then their air conditioners were like on pedestals or on the roof, which is another thing I never could understand.
We had, when I was in El Paso, that maybe changed now, but we had those swamp coolers.
Yeah.
Water would flow over what looked like the
giant radiator.
Yeah, looked like those things in there was like made out of hay or something. Like the filters.
The fins. Yeah, when I hotel, that's what they used to cool the entire hotel. They had these 2 water towers, air cooler things, and it would cascade the water and then cool the air through that, and that's what kept everything cold.
And when it's 115, 120 degrees outside, then it does a good job.
Yeah, yeah.
And then they got those little sand. I called them sandburrs. I don't know what they were, but they were about the size of a pea. They would come off the cactuses or something, and they would be a size of a pea, but have little sprigglies, little pokey things on them, and they would get hard. They would puncture a hole in a bike tire.
Damn.
If you walked outside barefooted and found one,
okay,
yeah, you would know a whole bunch of you would figure out you knew a whole bunch of languages.
It's 9 o'clock.
What does that mean?
I don't know. It's just 9 o'clock.
It's 9 o'clock in Central Europe. Bonk, 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 bonk.
So
that's what
I wanted to bring Spring's topic back up again in the stream. She's trying to raise money to help some displaced kids from Iraq and Turkey. And so if anybody wants to donate or anything like that to raise some money for her so she can buy stuff to help those kids in their classes and education, Everything anybody donates today will go to that. So just throwing that out there again. Feel free to help out. And if you're watching this later on afterwards and you want to, you can still donate, and I'll make sure all that goes. And I'll send the money to her so she can purchase the things she needs there. So.
Yes, indeed. It's good to help. It'll make you so happy, you old grumpy people.
It's good karma. There you go.
But we're not sending nothing to Ramish, so we can't even get him a coffee mug.
You can't send anything to Ramish.
That is so strange.
Those 2 coffee mugs.
Ramish has been banned from male activities.
He's banished.
It'd be cheaper for him to come over here.
I know, right? Just come to America and get your coffee mug and go back. It would be cheaper. I can't believe they wanted to charge him $50. The mailman at the door going, "Can I have your package? You give me $50. $50 US. Not like
yeah
money." So
I'd have popped him in the smacker. Here you go.
What the hell? Yeah. A good gut punch and take the package and run.
Yeah, I don't get it. Wesley runs broken go-kart.
Oh, man.
Well, Wesley shouldn't have been out riding it. His big butt shouldn't have been riding a go-kart then.
Yeah. There's a weight limit on those things, right?
I guess.
I would assume.
He was out probably playing with his grandkids and stuff and broke it, I would assume. No, I don't know. Maybe it's a big boy golf cart. Who knows?
I want the one with the slick tires. I can like fishtail around the neighborhood and stuff.
Oh, it was. He's confessing. This is confession hour.
Hey, Sarah. Well, thank you so much.
Greetings.
We get on every morning, 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Yeah,
so if you ever join us again,
rare occasion that I am here,
right
in person.
And my battery is at 37%, and I forgot to bring my charger, so I may not last 2 hours today. I'm sorry. I may do a bonfire tonight, though.
Hit the like and share button.
Yeah,
Sarah, and you can join for free. Well, be a subscriber for free.
There you go.
And
wakes up everybody.
This handsome man right here, it's only 99 cents to be a member.
I know, right?
That's better than the dollar store. They're the $1.25 store, or whatever it's called now.
I know, you can't even. What else can you buy for 99 cents? I told somebody that about a stamp. They asked how much a stamp was. I said 73 cents. Oh my gosh, it's so high. And I kind of joked around. I was like, what else can you buy for 73 cents? And they were just silent.
Yeah. You know, I went to California back, oh God, it's been years, many moons ago. And I saw a soda pop soda for $1 in a machine. And I like to pass out.
You're like, I'm going to buy a few of these now. Take them home.
Yeah. Now in Vegas.
$2.50, $3.
Oh, no. $4 to $6.
Wow. And that's a vending machine.
Vending machine, $4. Yeah.
Holy shit.
Unless it's a CVS or they have CVS and Walgreens there on the strip they're a little inflated.
So you can get all the antibiotics you need.
Well, and they've got
from your extracurricular activities in Vegas.
Yeah. You can get little sandwiches and different things. Thanks, Johnny B. See, he's got a hard facade. You're gonna make me cry.
Yeah, right. It'll help you shoot. Since you donated, it'll help you shoot straighter, Johnny.
Yeah, see there. And when you grow up, you might be able to get something better than a squirt gun.
Super soaker.
Well, I'm doomed if I ever go to Johnny B's truck stop. He ain't gonna let me in. Then he's gonna make me back out on the street. He won't let me turn around.
That's it. He'll put I don't know if they can put a boot on your tire on the truck.
He'll find one.
He'll find
him.
It looks like you got a flat tire.
Yeah, but you know what? The way I look at people, okay, I'll let you in. Oh, yeah, I bet he would.
You just couldn't get out and be like Hotel California.
He'd clamp down on you. if you know what I mean. Oh no, I'm
Uh-oh.
joking. But no, if we didn't aggravate people around here, we wouldn't like them. If we didn't ever talk to you, we wouldn't like you.
Exactly. And we talk to almost everybody.
I've got a kingpin lock for my own trailer, so you try to unlock my kingpin lock. Ha ha ha.
All you got to do is watch that guy called the Lock Picking Lawyer on YouTube, and he'll show you how to pick any lock that you ever want. He does it all day
Yeah.
long, and he makes it look so damn easy.
I saw that they had a lock picking kit in the mob museum on them old timey.
Mm-hmm.
That was pretty cool to see. Well, I mean, it wasn't nothing fancy, but I'm sure they're
Right.
a lot more fancier now than they.
Man, the little pieces they put in locks today, the really high-end locks, is insane.
Oh yeah.
You see a key with little dimples down it, where all these little ball bearings are inside the key slot, and they all have to line up perfectly to unlock it. And then some have, your keys normally this way with grooves going up and down.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be slanted back and forth with the grooves and the ball bearings on the sides. And then he can still pick those. But
That's crazy.
yeah. But in the end of the day, a lock is only going to keep honest people honest. It's nothing that an angle grinder can't take care of,
Yeah, they're not going to try to pop them with those bolt cutters that we've got these days. They're going to open up and they're going to have a mini garage in the back of whatever they're trying to take. You know what I mean?
Just a little battery operated angle grinder, and you'll make some noise, but
it may take a few minutes, but there ain't nobody going to come out with those big bolt cutters anymore to cut them.
Well, I will say there was my computer shop. I was sharing the building with this company that made spray foam trailer kits. They customize these trailers for all the spray foam, had all this equipment in them. They'd be worth tens of thousands of dollars when they're done with it. Well, they got a shipment of some new trailers in. They were clean. They didn't have anything in them. And the cameras they had were crappy. But you saw this guy pull up. He had bolt cutters, came out there, snapped it off, hooked the trailer, and he was gone in like 3 minutes. Took off with a brand new trailer.
Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, they steal construction equipment.
That's why you see on a construction site, the cranes got the equipment hovering in the air when they're not there.
Oh, yeah. Come back and the whole crane will be gone.
Yeah. Did anybody see this? No. Nobody saw a crane going down the highway. Nope.
Yeah, if somebody's going to steal something, they're going to steal it.
Yeah. You're not going to stop them. It just keeps honest people honest.
I'd rather see somebody steal something than go in there and tear it all to pieces.
Right.
And leave it.
Yeah, just leave it. There was somebody got their car stolen here about a year ago or something like that, brand new SUV. And of course, it has GPS tracking. They were following the people. They knew exactly where to go to catch them. They ended up in South Carolina, and when they found the SUV, the whole stereo system, which is all like this big screen, touchscreen computer, they had ripped it out and left, and it tried to get other things that they tried to rip out of the dash and stuff like that. Just left it on the side of the road.
Oh, I'm glad you said so. I read an article. Oh, this has been several weeks ago, and didn't think much of it because my kids and stuff are older. But this could be anywhere. Those air tags.
Oh, yeah.
That you can get. They're saying that, like, if you're in airports or if you're just in a store, make sure that you watch your purse. Make sure you watch
Everything. Yeah.
What the kids are carrying, because they'll drop those in there and they'll be able to track you.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And somebody was saying that they had went and the kid had a little toy or something in a little backpack, and they were going through it at the end of the night, and they found one of those air tags. I don't know where it was at. I can't remember now, but found one of those air tags in it. So that's crazy. That's dumb. That's crazy.
That's
People
wild.
are ignorant.
That is crazy indeed.
Oh, well.
It doesn't take much with the internet. It really doesn't take much to find out where you live and stuff. If I had just your cell phone number, I could find out. And if you had the cell phone number for about at least a year, I could find out where you live, where you work, your home address, all your previous addresses, where your family are, and it's all over the internet. It's all
Yeah.
public domain type stuff, and anything you sign up for, your information's out there. And if people want it, they can get it. So, and the sites, a lot of these websites are free. They'll just give you the information. Now, if you wanted to find out if they have a criminal record, you pay extra for that or some crap. But yeah, you
But
can
people will
pretty much
pay
find
for that
anybody.
stuff. If they wanted to find them bad enough, they pay for that stuff.
Oh yeah, they'll pay for it too.
You know, all the stuff was meant uh, with good intentions, but people have used it for bad.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
you're
we know
welcome,
where
Johnny.
we're gonna roll up on Johnny one day. Hey, what's up, bro? I wouldn't roll up
I
on
have to
Johnny
admit, I
not with
did
those
use
squirt
Google
guns.
Maps. I used Google Maps. I was like, let's see where Johnny lives. I was looking at it. Oh, okay, this is the street he's on.
He's got bars on his windows.
He's. I think there is a gate to get to where he's at.
Well, that's good. The area that he works in is not a bad area. I mean, we're all real close to Chicagoland, but
Yeah.
you about got to go looking for trouble.
Well,
But you ain't got to go looking for traffic though. It's
right.
everywhere.
I don't know everything, Ramish. I just have the internet, just like you.
But
Just gotta look stuff up.
we don't have to ride on a bicycle to keep our electricity going like you do, Ramish.
Oh, that's mean.
I'm just playing, Ramish. You know I love you, brother. I'm telling you, you're stronger than you think you are, brother. I'll tell you that
Oh, yeah.
right now. Us little pansy Americans wouldn't last 30 seconds where you're at. I mean,
there's Mariah. She's our kung fu fighter.
uh-oh. There's my little scholar right there that I've been trying to tootle on.
Yeah, trying to steer her on the right path.
Well, you know, you got to
And
do
she's
it,
just like
Slay.
any kid. She's like any kid in the world. Hard-headed, doesn't want to listen.
Yeah. Slay's going to be a doctor one of these days.
Yeah, if that's what she wants to be. Maybe he'll be some scientist and figure out nuclear fission. We can have limitless energy again, or for the first time. Yeah, this is Malcolm. This is
That's
Flyer
Malcolm.
hasn't seen me with my beard shaved off.
And I'm Terry. Look at me.
That's scary, dude. We're trying to get viewers, not scare them off.
Yeah, that's true. Mind the boogers. Don't mind the boogers. Oh goodness. Yeah.
She didn't try to give her some advice, for a little situation. She got through it though.
Yeah, she'll be all right.
Yeah,
She'll be all right. She's smart enough. She's smarter than she does her work. I'm sure she does. If not, she better.
she said she's taking some. Is it Taekwondo? I think she said she was taking.
I look cool. Is that thanks, Spring?
I
That means a lot.
I got tired of it. I had it for about a year and I shaved it off.
I cut mine down. It was way low. It was hanging pretty
Oh yeah,
low.
you had the Santa Claus look going on.
Uh-oh, you got visitors. I hear them.
Yeah, somebody in a motorcycle.
Oh, is that what that was? Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Or one of those little bitty four-banger cars with that big old thing on it.
You don't see those as much anymore, but the little crotch rockets that you can hear for miles, you still see those around. Yeah. Then there's this guy that's got the Dodge Charger Hellcat down the road from me.
Ooh, those
He'll
are
rev
nice.
that thing up and head down the road. Yeah, and he doesn't have it in a garage or nothing. Just sitting there in the driveway, dark purple.
Wow. Those things are nice.
I think he's the same house that has a dog pinned up in the backyard though too.
That's not nice.
Nah. Air Force pilot. Oh gosh, Ramish, don't say things like that.
No, God, no.
There was some kid who got sent home from school because he made this. He did this to a student at school with his hand. He got suspended, making a gun gesture at a kid at school. And then there was a story about this was a while back. Some kid was eating a Pop-Tart and he broke the pieces off and make the Pop-Tart look like a gun. And somebody, and he got suspended too. They don't, in school shootings and stuff, they don't play around. There was this one girl here in Madison, Georgia. that texted another kid a threat with a little gun emoji. And the kid was at school, told teachers and everything. They had state troopers, police, everybody flooded that high school within like a couple of minutes. And the GBI took that other kid's phone, back traced it to her, went to her house and arrested her. She was, after that text, she was in cuffs within like 30 minutes.
Wow.
And
That's
it made
crazy.
all kinds of noise. All the sirens you could ever imagine were racing to that school. And my kids were at school, so they were like texting me all this stuff going on at the time. This is years ago. But yeah, it was in the paper and stuff. Yeah, like it was like 30 minutes to an hour. They had her in cuffs. And she was like 17 or 18, about to graduate. Then you're going to have that on your record?
I drove a school bus for 5 years in the county I live in Kentucky. Unbelievable what these kids did.
We shot spit wads and you know, said insults at each other. I don't know.
They would throw bars of soap. They would get these every Friday. They had what's called blessings in a backpack. They would have like food items and stuff that they would take home for the weekend. They would throw those around, throw at the bus driver, the cans. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Can of beans or something like that.
Yeah. Whatever in the can. Yeah. Bars of soap come wheeling at you. That hurts or would hurt.
Hell yeah. Now they got these cages and stuff around drivers, school bus drivers, city bus drivers, things like that. They're basically in this little cage where they're driving because people are crazy.
Yeah.
They'll get on the bus and start punching and screaming and fighting, or they're fighting on the bus. And yeah, they have to seal those bus drivers up just like airplane pilots where you can't get in. That's insane.
Yeah. Kids are.
And it's just adults on the city transit too. I mean, it's not just kids. There's plenty of grown-ups acting like kids.
We had a driver, a city bus driver, got pulled off. This is several years ago. Got pulled off the bus and beaten the head with a rock because they had missed their bus stop.
Damn.
Hurt that driver pretty bad. They end up being okay in the long run, but nuts.
You remember that video viral? That one kid, he was aggravating this old man, and they ended up fighting. The old man just like knocked him out on the bus, and he's like, "I need an ambulance." Call the ambulance.
Ambulance.
Yeah, that's what they call it, ambulance, because he was talking a bunch of smack, and at this old Vietnam veteran guy.
Oh yeah.
And he got up there, and the old guy moved up to the front of the bus to get away from him. He's like, "I'm not messing with you," but he kept agging on, and amber lamps. He went up there, and once he touched the old man, got up and just pounded that dude to the ground, sat back down, and he got up and drug himself to the back of the bus. Blood's coming down his face, and he's like, "Somebody call me an amber lamps." And everybody's making fun of him because he couldn't say ambulance. He said amber lamps. People are like putting like lamp stands in the video and stuff.
Yeah, that's how it should be. I tell you what, we're the only ones who puts up with nonsense, it seems like, in America.
Yeah. Yep.
You ain't got a right to go around beating on people just because you have a bad day. That ain't nice. No.
No, it's not. No, it's not. I don't know. I mean, videos like that, I don't think are as common as people think. But with the internet, it makes it look like it's happening every day on every corner, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think it's that bad out there, really, honestly. Because I've been on public transit and stuff like that. I went to Cleveland about 5 years ago with Rachel to see her daughter. We took the tram and everything like that, and there was no drama, nothing. Everybody's kind of just sitting there minding their own business, riding the public transit. You know, it was no big deal. And there was all kinds of people on there. So I just, it's not always like that. It's just the rare occasions, and then everybody freaks out. And it goes viral on the internet.
Yeah, that's true. Unless you're with Johnny. Johnny causes trouble.
Johnny's a security guard. I'm gonna hire him when I become super rich on YouTube. He's gonna be my bodyguard.
Oh yeah.
There's blood and hate. I'm not saying it doesn't happen. I'm just saying it doesn't happen all the time. Leo was at the DMV. Well, the DMV makes everybody mad. So,
That's true. Anymore
oh yeah,
with the new IDs, the real IDs, and
this little
a lot.
chickadee
Yeah.
and a sparrow are sharing food on the ground. Let me show you. I get it to zoom in.
Oh,
They're feeding each other on the ground.
that's cute.
That one's just like, feed me, and the other one's like, here you go. I found a crumb for you. Oh, now they go.
That's funny. Uh-oh, Johnny's going to be daddy boy serving again.
Oh
Watch
no.
out.
Now the little birds are back again. There's crumbs all over the ground. People are eating pastries and stuff like that.
That was pretty cool.
I mean, that one bird's like right underneath that guy's leg, and he has no clue. Snatches a crumb and runs away.
Malcolm is the bird whisperer.
Department of Motivation for I haven't heard it broke down like that before. Is that what that acronym was this whole time?
Dang. Nobody would ever know. Leo
Maybe that's
coming
why-
here spreading
Maybe that's why
good stuff.
I fit in so well there.
That's hilarious. That's about right, though. We got to have appointments anymore. We can't just go in and take a test or whatever. I got to renew my hazmat test before July 22nd. So,
Oh my gosh.
I thought, see, if you're still in here,
Liz,
Slay, I still got to
Liz sent
take
me
a
a
test.
picture. She freeze framed us on the live.
Who did?
Liz.
Oh, Lord. We freeze flame. Freeze flame. Freeze flame. No telling what she's going to do with that.
Yeah, use it as she'll blackmail me with it one day.
I think they're supposed to be moving today or be out today. Or
They are. She said they're coming to Georgia today. I think Brunswick, down by the not far from Savannah.
Oh,
on
really?
the coast. Yeah. Look up Brunswick, Georgia later on. You'll see it.
Uh-oh. They're coming after Malcolm.
They're getting closer.
That's awesome.
And she said they're staying like in a hotel. Was that going to be an extended stay hotel for a little bit, or how's that going to work?
Yay. You got everything packed and ready to go, Liz?
Yeah, Leo.
Yeah.
Same thing at Walmart. They got, 30 registers and only 2 of them are open. And that was before self-checkout.
Yep. I feel weird going to have somebody check me out now. I always check myself out.
Yeah, you're like, I don't want to put this guy through all that effort. Or it's just too slow and I know I can do it faster myself. I don't have any patience. I just go up there and knock it out and just leave. But I haven't been checking my bags for air tags. I don't think anybody's following me, though. You'll be all right. I still use a CRT monitor. Well, yeah, they're not going to upgrade those programs.
Leo, you know too much about the DMV.
Do you work at the DMV, or have you had past experience working there, Leo? Is that why you know all this stuff? Terry's not ordering anything.
Yeah, somebody's watching me the
cookie.
camera.
Coffee's my breakfast.
I had a banana.
And that's why he's got the bright green shirt on now. You'll work for 9mm ammo. Come on down, man.
Dang, Slay, your mom didn't even say you were better than your friend? They were singing, I guess, having a singing contest. And
A friend were singing. We went to my mom to see who's better, and she said both of us. So she was like, she didn't want to pick sides.
yeah. Oh, that's funny.
That's a good formula, Leo. Don't forget to carry the one and multiply by pi.
That's funny. Yeah, Leo's got some history in this DMV thing, I'm afraid. I don't know.
I don't know. When I moved to Athens and I had to update my license, I was in and out in no time. But I went on like a Tuesday morning when they first opened. So one of the first people there, walked in and out within like 5 minutes.
That's before everybody quit.
Right.
You can't eat 9mm rounds. They wouldn't taste too good, Johnny.
She's your best friend, not just a friend. Oh, okay.
Oh.
5 metal bands last night. Damn, dude. That was like an all-nighter. I'm surprised you're up this morning. You'll eat dirt.
That's hilarious.
Laid down at 2 a.m. That's crazy.
And you're too old for that, Wesley. Remember? We're getting older.
You were born, Liz? You weren't hatched or anything like that? Can't find a birth certificate. I don't know where mine is. I'll have to find it if I ever want to get a passport.
Yeah, if we ever go see Ramish.
Yeah. It'd be a cheap vacation. Just flying over there would be the most expensive part.
He'd be laughing at us the whole time.
Bring your own water filter. You have to bring one of those, was it life straws that you can put, like if you're out camping and hiking, you can put it in the creek water and just drink it straight that way through the filter of the straw.
Hey, I thought you were going to get your license Friday or whenever it was you said you were going. I thought she was going to get her license already.
Yeah, Morocco? I don't know if I can handle Morocco. It sounds violent over there.
I wouldn't mind going to Morocco.
Well, the way she talks, everybody's fighting each other all the time. I don't know if I want to go over there.
I want to find Aladdin and Jasmine, mainly Jasmine.
Yeah.
Ain't they from Morocco?
I don't know. Soraya will be our bodyguard with her taekwondo.
Yeah, Slay says, don't worry, it's fine. You'll be okay.
Well, you're underage too, so that's another reason not to go there.
I just want to go to Morocco. I don't want to go see Slay. What are you talking about?
I'm not going to another country for that reason. You know, like people who say they're on a trip to Thailand, you know why they're going?
Oh, yeah. Yep.
We need to bring
everybody over here.
Be a pit stop. You have to sleep on the floor. There's nothing in the spare bedroom.
If Robert don't eat you, if you don't get eaten by Robert, you can stay.
Yep, you have to be you have to pass the Robert exam. Oh gosh, prison wallet. I'll just stay here in the States. There's plenty of things to see here in the United States.
Just a gentle probing. I guess that's nice.
No. My argument is, I don't know if I want to leave the country. I've already left the country a few times. It wasn't that great, but it was under different circumstances, I'll say. But yeah, I don't know if I want to. I'll stay here in the States. Got the Grand Canyon, Mount Rushmore. They got all the stuff in California to go see. Hollywood and all that crap. Vegas, you see the big dome, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, we'll post Johnny in the tree.
But he could be our Secret Service guy.
Yeah, he'll have one of those little earpieces. Be our
Yep.
little Secret Service dude.
I bought one of those, just the ear little piece, so I can use it in
Yeah.
one of my videos. It was like $5 on Amazon or something like that. So I'm gonna use that as incorporate that in there. Like, yeah, we're here on the scene live at pub. For one of my WTF news videos. You see the
Dude,
one with
those,
the beach?
yeah, those are funny. Those, I don't know how those things are awesome.
They're super easy to make. I gotta have a good story to tell though.
But you got to have talent, and I ain't got none. And I ain't got no talent.
That video is actually a beach in China, and I saw that like, man, that's insane. But I was like, why aren't the people getting in the water? And then my mind started turning, like, oh, we can make a video of that.
I can barely use the green screen on when I do my little shorts.
It's easy. What app are you using?
Just the YouTube app.
Oh, you need to get CapCut. CapCut has I can be wearing a green shirt in front of a green wall like I do sometimes, and it'll still cut me out perfectly on the background.
Aiden is Aiden's security, and Addie is Addie's security. You ain't messing with those two kids, I promise you.
Nope.
They'll put a whooping on you. If they don't, they'll scream at you.
They'll do that Blackfoot karate kick on you.
Yeah, I saw poor Addie's black crusty foot. That was kind of gross, Liz.
You need to put a spray Scotch Guard on the bottom of their feet so the stuff doesn't stick.
I'll wait till my feet turn that black, like Addie's was the other day, before I take a bath.
Oh, okay. That's how you know.
Yeah, but you know what's funny? I ain't seen a foot that dirty since my kids. You know that they used to play outside, like she was saying. They play outside. Okay.
Play outside. Yeah, it's like let's talk about my neighborhood. There's kids playing outside. It just brings back memories of me being a kid, running around playing, and having fun. So it's kind of cool to see, kids playing ball or riding bikes and things like that.
Yeah, no, she don't. She's the typical kid. She don't like to have her. Aiden don't like shoes. She don't like shoes. That's typical. That's normal. That's normal kids.
Get some spray adhesive, and then put a sock on her foot after that. Problem solved.
Oh Lord. Then you have to cut the sock off.
You have to wait for it to peel off on its own.
Oh.
Yeah, that'd be pretty bad.
That's funny.
Oh, I know what you can do, Liz. Get a pair of socks that have the individual toes cut out on it.
Oh my goodness.
And then they'll be fast. They'll think that's cool, and they'll want to wear them.
That's torture. Trying to get those little toes in those little sock holes. No, that's torture. I had a pair of water shoes like that one time. I couldn't stand it.
Yeah, my sister used to run marathons, and she actually ran a marathon with some shoes that were made like that. And I'm like,
no thanks.
It was just weird. She said
In
it wasn't.
the water.
She said it wasn't that great though. She wished she had regular shoes on.
Yeah.
Wasn't all it's cracked up to be.
I don't like each of my individual toes to be.
She already tried that on Aiden. She freaked out.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh, my toes! Ah! It's so funny what kids will freak out on, and other things they just think is totally normal.
Well, Aiden, he's good at kicking, and Addie's good at throwing her. What does she call it? Bowie, her little bottle of juice or milk or whatever.
Oh yeah.
She'll throw that, and Aiden will kick.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Addie's the juice bottle thrower, or
Okay.
Hachitachi ha. Water park.
Oh my gosh! Really, Leo? They can't even wear flip flops. So you got them Crocs instead. Those little Crocs. I remember my kids having those things stunk so bad.
Hey Liz, I wear thongs and flip flops myself. I like those. Oh, that ain't what you're talking about, I guess.
No. But it's something a little different there, Terry.
Well, that's what she said. He can't wear thong flip flops. Well, I wouldn't want no flip flops in my hind end either. Come on, he ain't. Hey, don't blame him. What the condom part, socks and condom. Yeah, I guess you're right.
In my defense, I list these videos not suitable for kids. So
Not suitable for kids. You hear me? Not suitable for kids, even weirdo kids.
yeah, right. Sports sandals. I don't like wearing flip flops or anything like that out in public. I wear them in the backyard, but I don't like feet. I don't even like my own, so I cover them up all day.
You're not a kid. You're just weirdo, Johnny. You're not a kid.
Yeah, we accept weirdos and freaks, just not underage kids. What's the most interesting story on the road, Cherry?
I don't know. Other than if you see chickens going down the road, you know what? You see a whole thing. They got chicken cages. That's
Yeah.
kind of weird to see.
Cattle trucks, well, the manure falling out of the back of them.
Yeah, that ain't too weird. Not for me anyway. But what's really weird is when you come up on this flatbed and it's got a tarp over it and you see what appears to be bees. And you know what? It is bees. They're transporting beehives. Yeah.
Did you see that one truck that it was in the
Weird.
UK? Wasn't it the one in UK that was just in the news? It had tipped over. It was hauling bees. It tipped over and all the bees got out. Like,
Yeah.
like 200 million bees escaped. And they were kind of freaking out. I was like, well, isn't that what you want? You want the bees to fly around, right?
Yeah, well, you would think.
But there's people in there's a business for bees, pollinators, right? And so in California, there's these people who raise bees and then they'll lease their beehives to these farms for the crops to get fertilized and pollinated.
Oh, wow.
And yeah, it's a whole business. And on top of that, thieves will come in and steal the hives and take them to other farms or sell them to other farms in California.
That's crazy. Yeah, no, these were just in the U.S. I don't see them a lot, but you see them you see them more, I guess.
Yeah.
Out of bee season, they're not transferring them around, I guess, when they're.
Hey, Eric.
Yep, flying around and such.
But yeah, that was crazy. There was a news article about that. They lease out beehives and then thieves come in. So they had to put like trail cams on their leased beehives on these farms to deter people from stealing the beehives. I mean, you got to come in the middle of the night. You got to be willing to grab an entire beehive.
I don't like
put it in your vehicle and transport it somewhere else and set it up. I don't know if I could do that.
I'm not a fan
Just
of
find a guy
bees.
with a bunch of welts on him the next day. Like, you messing with some bees? All swollen up. I mean, poison ivy.
I was cutting the grass at Dad's once, and with a weed eater, and I cut into a freaking hornet's nest.
Damn.
Oh yeah. I vacated the weed eater, and thank God it was one of them smoking weed eaters. Oh,
All
Dad's
right.
weed eater.
I remember as a kid, we were playing hide and seek, and I went around these bushes and hid down, and my friend came with me, and he landed on, which ones that dig in the ground? Are those hornets as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, he landed on one of those.
Too.
He landed on one of those, and we're both sitting there, and he starts making noise. Dude, be quiet, he's going to find us. He got up screaming, yelling, just run down the street. I got stung like once, but he had them all over his back. And I was right next to him. Those things knew he was the threat, and they chased him down the street. He just screaming top of his lungs. I was like, what the hell is going on? I had no clue what was happening.
Yeah, Wesley, I delivered. Sometimes I'll go to chicken farms and egg producing plants. And you ain't smelled us. I mean, I'll take cows. I'll even sleep with the cows in that mucky muck that they make compared to what those chickens smell like. Oh my God.
Well, my battery's almost dead. I'm gonna have to cut off here.
Well,
I'll be back on later today, probably. Hey, no problem, man.
I'll check y'all out. Bye, everybody. Oh, hey, there's
Eric.
I must have been talking. Yeah, this is Terry C., the one, the only, the man, the myth, the legend.
Thank goodness.
I was
There's only
naked
one.
earlier. Malcolm almost got me.
All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Tune in
Thanks for
later.
the stinky frame. TikTok frame.
Bye, guys. I'll talk
See
to
you
you guys.
later. Hey, remember to plug the thing one more time.
Oh, yeah.
Spring.
So we're raising money to help some displaced children because of ISIS over in Turkey and Iraq. And she helps these kids with education and things of that nature. But they need help with some supplies. We're trying to raise money for that. So if you want to donate now or after the video, whatever I receive today, I'll send to Spring, who is in Turkey, and she can take those funds and help buy some supplies for some needy kids over there that are less fortunate than the rest of us. So thanks again. Thanks for the reminder, Terry.
Yep. See you later. Bye, everybody. Bye.
Bye, guys.
We'll see you.